Andrew and Dan from Salt Road Patrol here, going for match 3.
I'd keep this. You have a lightning bolt, a remand, a 4-mana spell, and a spell that probably won't matter, but...
Well, as soon as they play this Bogles.
It's not Bogles.
So hot damn, you saying we can path things?
I mean, like, this is probably Death Shadow, and, like, they probably won't even know what we're playing by the top card. So, I'm curious to know what kind of information they got. Okay, so it looks like they're playing the Jund version of this deck, and they're just shocking themselves for Death Shadow. What did they learn? Okay, that card's gonna be pretty good against them, probably. Remand, not so much, actually. All their spells cost 1. You absolutely leave on Flooded Strand.
You don't want them to be the hope they're the version that runs no basics and Ghost Quarter the F out of this thing?
No, I don't. Because we need that land to cast our spells.
Bah. You wimp.
Like, I'm moderately inclined to just not fetch. Depending on what they do. Because we don't actually have anything to do anyways. So they're probably going to play a Goyf here, and Goyf is going to be a 2-3?
Well, it's currently a 0-1.
I would not fetch. I would play Basic Island, and if they do anything, fetch a Held Fountain. No, I'm saying if they play Goyf, they'd have to fetch, and it'd be a 2-3.
Sure.
That was kind of my point. Then we could bolt it. That was my entire point, was that we could bolt a... And then we have Mana Leak too, so now they're going to hopefully beta spell. They don't know about the remand, though. Hopefully they just try and jam a Goyf into this, or just get to remand it. That'd be sweet. I like remand. Remand's bad. But I'm a terrible Magic player, and I like remand.
Try to stick a Death Shadow, assuming it's getting remanded here.
He doesn't know we have remand. He knows we have Mana Leak because he saw it on top of our deck.
So do you want a Mana Leak this?
Yes. Wow, you are terrible at the order of these operations.
It is entirely irrelevant, sir.
I mean, K. Tap it for white. There you go. Send that message.
Well, that was the first option, or else I would not have listened.
Historically, Dan gives bad advice, and if you've watched previous videos, you've seen me try to tell him to path a Bogle. And his response was,
"We don't have the white mana." Yes. Also, it has hexproof.
Yeah, that should have been what you led with. That's how you sell it. That's fine.
Totally gonna bolt that thing. Cycle a Street Race in response, but
no. What if he has Lightning Bolt? We're kind of effed if he has Lightning Bolt.
Remand the Lightning Bolt.
Well, never mind. I'm bad at. See, this is why I'm bad at this game, boys and girls. That and I cuss too much.
Not every day your Lightning Bolt gets to kill a Death Shadow, that's for sure. You bolt yourself? No? Okay.
That makes me feel all warm and tingly inside in a way that I can't express over this microphone.
I think he's feeling a little bad about himself right now.
Yeah.
Oh, now he has a slightly larger one.
I'd play the Arid Mesa here. There's almost no reason not to fetch a base. Well, if forced to fetch, you can just get basic plains because it gives us double white. Yes, please continue shocking yourself.
This Keranos is going to be great next turn. He didn't shock himself.
I was going to say, I feel like if they play anything, you just snap Cryptic it. Or you can't snap Cryptic, but you just Cryptic. I would get Sacred Foundry here. Any argument of perfect mana.
No.
We're not... Shock just to... Oh, that was a good draw. I would actually just pass turn here.
Yeah.
There's no reason to really Cryptic... Or to Keranos here, because, like... I mean, that could be wrong to not do it, but I feel like if we're just playing this draw-go game, we're super favored, because we have the cards like Revelation in our deck, where we're just going to, like, draw, you know...
He's a bit
X
flooded,
amount of
boss.
cards. Yeah. Aren't you glad you didn't Ghost Quarter him now? We're actually flooding marginally, too, but, like, our flood cards are better.
We're flooding with Cryptic Command, Keranos Remand in our hand, so...
Yeah, we're also flooding with cards like Revelation and, like, Snapcaster in our deck.
Indeed.
I would just I would...
We want to cycle a Remand?
So here's the thing here. Like, this is actually kind of tough because, like, I wouldn't mind crypticking this, but then if he just has another discard pile, it feels like he's trying to pave the way for something here. You know what I mean?
Right. Well, we can remand something else too, but that doesn't seem very good.
So if he thought seizes us, he could take the cryptic. So I kind of just want to cryptic counter draw this because we can still cast remand, and if he has an Inquisition, he can't take our Keranos. That's kind of why I'm tempted to counter this. Not because it's like an absurdly good play, but because we drew a cryptic anyways. See, I just look really good sometimes when I say things like that. Yeah, I would. Yeah. So I'd actually get basic island here. Not that it actually matters, but like
we could Keranos and remand, or we could play a Tadline.
I would play the Ghost Quarter because playing the Colonnade and playing the Keranos are roughly equivalent. Actually, I mean, I guess if you like this way, you get to leave up Path and Remand. Not that either one matters all that much. I mean, I'd absolutely leave up Sulphur Falls and Hallowed Fountain. Hallowed Fountain. Leave up the blue mana. You can tap the Sacred Foundry for red. There's a reason it's in the deck.
I got there.
Yeah, it took you a bit. It's
eventually. Fine. Maelstrom Pulse that.
There was a time when people played Abzan Advantage. You remember that awful card from Cons? Target player sacrifice an enchantment, bolster one.
I recall.
Yeah, they used to.
They do have basics. Valuable information has been gleaned.
Yep. Ooh, what did they do? This is. Oh, they're hard casting a Street Wraith. Sorry.
Children dreaming.
Yeah. That's adorable. Remand your Street Wraith, cycle it. Ooh.
Burn spells, please.
Yeah, can we bolt you with a lightning bolt? Because that would just be the greatest.
What you gonna say about that? Catch us outside.
Cash me outside. How about that?
Something like that.
Yeah.
I think this is a good matchup for us, Dan.
It's fine. Did you know she's getting her own TV show?
Who, Maria?
No, that chick that said "Cash me outside." How about that?
Oh, Jesus Christ!
Right? Yeah, we also want Soulfire. Soulfire's good. Well, remember that Lifelink is good. I also like the D-Sphere because it's just another way to deal with problematic permanents. And then I actually don't like the Keranos in this matchup because it doesn't kill any of their creatures. I also like cutting the Click and an Electrolyze. Same reasons. And then if you have more cuts you want to make, like Spell Snare's not great if they have Goyf. And actually we're on the draw, so I would leave the Spell Snares in. And I would shave a Remand. And what else? Maybe a Cryptic because it's a little slow. And I would shave the one of the Flooded Strands. Go down to 24 lands on the draw because they're going to put a ton of pressure on us early. That's the thought. So like I do this against Burn and Affinity and Infect because you don't really need your land drops as much, especially when you're on the draw. And it allows you to actually draw more gas. A lot of the time I actually like taking out a Revelation too, but not in this matchup. So that's just worth mentioning. A lot of the times I'll board out the Revelations and leave in the Electrolyzes. But against like the Death Shadow Zoo deck or the Death Shadow deck, like Electrolyze is just real bad, real bad. Plus, I'm not 100% sure he even knows how to sideboard against us. I would actually do that. Nope. Put Electrolyze back in for one of the revs. Yeah, we can leave one in our deck, I think. Because bring in Soulfire for extra life gain. They're probably boarding out most of their removal. It's a lot of trial and error against decks like this to know what configuration you want after board because not all of these decks are the same and it really depends on like what kind of list they're running because all the lists differ. Like some people don't play Mishra's Bauble because they can't afford them, so they play the stupid artifact creature that cycles from Alara. which is actually really sweet because you can just cycle it on one and then goes automatically like a 4/5 or something stupid like that. I was playing against one of my buddies who has the deck built, and he actually just acquired Mishra's Baubles, and he likes that card better because it turbos out your Goyfs faster and gives you Delirium faster for Traverse. I don't think he's right, but I mean, who am I to judge? I play terrible decks. And this hand's gas. And by gas, I mean serviceable. It has... See, this hand has a Steam Vents, a Hallowed Fountain, a Sacred Foundry, and an Island. And any future Cryptic Strong are going to be castable.
Shock on turn 1.
I hate you. He's probably just going to Thoughtseize us. He's going to see like this mess of cards and he's going to take the path.
Seems legit.
Huh?
Seems legit.
Hopefully he Lava Axes himself to do it.
It's unfortunate that Lightning Helix only targets yourself for the life gain.
Yeah. Blessed Alliance targets them.
It sure does.
Mishra's Bubble is really good when your opponent's on a mulligan because you can look at what they scryed at the top, so you can have a good idea of what's in their hand. It's not. I mean, it's still a good card because it, does its thing. It does exactly what. Yep, there's the Thoughtseize. They probably take the path here. I wouldn't begrudge them the remand or the Lightning Helix. But for example, if we draw a Snapcaster, it makes it kind of nullifies his Thoughtseize. But then again, every time you draw a Snapcaster, you feel really good about your life. Yep. Yeah, he gets to see. Now we both know that we drew a Ghost Quarter, and don't forget Andrew, he runs basics.
Okay, you want to flood his drain, I'm assuming?
Yeah. You want to start with a Hallowed Fountain.
You gonna play 1/1 Death Shadow for us again?
That's the hope. Death Shadow can live as a 0/0, right? It's probably just a Goyf.
He's Goyfing.
Yeah. No, he's traversing without Delirium.
That's good for us. Get
Wait,
that
does he have
swamp.
Delirium?
Get that swamp.
He did get the swamp. Now we might be able to Ghost Quarter. I don't know what our opponent's doing, but it seems like his deck is not doing what it's supposed to do. Because every other time I played against this deck, they get a lot of pressure on you early. Like, they have a turn 2 Goyf into, that's a solid draw. I would play the Flooded Strand here. And with drawing the Blessed Alliance, I'd be more apt to actually, shock in the Steam Vents to remand something.
Mm-hmm.
Just because you want to dig deeper through your deck now. Figures the time you board out a land, you see the correct amount of lands. Stupid deck. Yeah, we knew he had the swamp.
It's a shame we lost to those slippery nipples.
Yeah.
Come on, son. Finish your turn. Finish your turn. What are you doing? What are you paying? 3
Liliana
mana?
of the Veil. Oh, this is a good one. Yeah, this is getting remanded. I would shock in to remand this, because if you draw a lot, you left in Manleak and Logic Knot, so you have a few draws to draw to for next turn.
Shocking. Wink.
Do we draw the daggers? Nope. But that's pretty good too. Liliana is also very good against us because it kills all of our creatures. That's a very good one.
Do we just play this Soulfire and leave up Lightning Bolt?
Yes, but then they're gonna play Liliana and they're just gonna plus on it. So no, I would do it. I'm just saying hopefully they'd minus their Liliana or something. I don't know. I'd be inclined to just Lightning Bolt their face. This Liliana doesn't pressure you all that much. And by that I mean it doesn't force your hand by plussing and making both discard and then force you to...
Yeah, we're not really scared of a big Death Shadow right now either, so... And we have 6 points of burn in our hand.
Yeah, this Liliana is very good at picking off our creatures. This is the one creature in our deck that's resilient to this Liliana. It kills Snapcaster and Click. Just by plussing. Yeah, it's been a long day for us. We've both been up for what? At least 16 hours apiece. At work and everything like that, and kids.
I don't know what time
It is 9:55 Central Time.
Oh boy.
'Tis the season to get bolted and hug your face, la 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 la. It's not actually Christmas. It's actually what? May? March? April? March? March. It's March. I should know that.
It's whatever day this video comes out, that's what day it is.
I should actually know that because it's been a week since I signed my contract. March 1st, I signed my new contract at work. So
things you should know.
Because I got paid the day after my contract.
So I saw a cat.
Yeah, I thought I saw a putty tat.
Spicy. Oh.
That's fine.
Might as well gain some life.
Yeah. They're making a discard?
Yeah. I assume we're gonna discard a ghost quarter, right?
Yeah. Yeah. That is so much better for us than them. Yeah. You know, they could have played Liliana, and like we couldn't have dealt with that. And then it could have K commanded the next turn for value.
Yeah. It seems more valuable for them to get back even, draw their own card, than to make us discard.
Yeah.
Because they knew we still had this Ghost Quarter and Sacred Foundry in our hand.
They had not. Oh yeah.
From Thoughtseize.
Mm-hmm.
And I suppose they knew about the Lightning Healers too.
Yeah,
Blessed Alliance is the only card they don't know about.
It's probably the card that's going to be the most relevant too.
Indeed, it is.
Although the awkward moment when you realize that Boltman makes their Death Shadows bigger, but then Blessed Alliance can't actually make them gain life to kill their Death Shadow. But now they have Delirium. I think. No, that's why they did it, so they'd have Delirium.
Sure.
Because now they're going to get a Goyf. Oh no, a Death Shadow. They're going to play a 5/5. I would just Helix them end of turn. Yeah, I guess not. Never mind. Don't pull the trigger. There's no real reason to. I mean, outside of the fact that they know you have it, there's no real reason to pull the trigger on it.
Second Death Shadow? Or Goyf as well? A Goyfy Goyf?
A Goyf would be awkward because then Blessed Alliance gets much, much worse.
Yeah. We still have time.
Yeah. But if they have a Goyf, it's less time because we're going to have to bolt them. We're going to have to nug them for some amount of damage to try and get them. Plus,
if they shock themselves, we could.
I think that's what it is too. I think they're debating whether I don't know how many basics they're running, but they have their swamp in place. So I mean, if they're going to bolt themselves down to 5 to cast a Tarmogoyf, oh, okay, so they're going to go get another
Death Shadow and go for it.
Are they going to go for it? They are not.
Okay, well, we won't help them along then.
I would play the Sacred Foundry tapped. Mostly because they know we have it. And like we don't actually mind having that land in our hand because it lets us allows us to animate Colonnade and hopefully kill them at some point.
Indeed. What's more important, helixing them untapped? You.
That's unfortunate, but we still have Pussy.
Yes, Daniel.
If you hadn't guessed yet, Andrew is the PG one, and I am definitely the rated R one. Kind of like Edge, if you used to watch the WWE when you were younger, the rated R superstar. Except I am neither super nor a star.
So here's a question: do we rather gain 4? Well, we'll see what happens. I think.
Well, we're not untapping 2 creatures, so we're going to gain 4 life and punch their dude into oblivion.
My question being, would we rather end up?
No, we don't want to helix them.
Well, because then we can attack with Colonnade for the win.
If they tap out, sure. But they're just going to attack, so...
Just gain 4?
Yes. The difference here being, like, they have no incentive to tap out. But, like, if they tap out, we punch them for 4, they can't kill us, and we get to helix them.
Target player. Target opponent.
Alright, so...
You will gain 4. They will sacrifice an attacking creature.
Alright. This is the first time I've cast Blessed Alliance on Magic Alliance, so we're a little cautious here. That awkward moment when they go up to 11 and you're like, oops.
That 2/2 Death Shadow.
Then we could helix.
We could.
Yeah, that's fine.
What else you got?
They're gonna play Liliana here, and we're gonna get to punch them for 4. We get to kill their Liliana. Well, we're gonna punch them for 4, actually.
Don't we just punch them for 4 and then kill them next turn?
Yeah.
Oh, they're getting back their Death Shadow.
That's fine. Or Street Wraith? Death Shadow. Oh boy. Oh! Actually, I just play my land and pass. Actually, no. You can punch with Colonnade and hold up Blessed Alliance and Helix, right? No, you can't.
Well, we can hold up Blessed Alliance.
No, we can't.
It has Vigilance.
Yeah, but we need to tap all 5 of that mana to activate, so we'll have 1 mana. So I would just attack him for 4 because I don't think he can kill us in 1 hit. Because in order, okay,
Even if he double strikes it and
he has to go down to exactly 1 to kill us that way.
Yeah.
Which is doable, but like, I will take the risk, and if we lose because of the risk, you can blame me.
Does he even have any combination of 4 cards that lets him get down then?
He has Gorkland and the Blood Rush card, so I would actually just not do anything. I think it's safer to not do anything here. As awkward as that sounds, I mean, like, if he had,
That's awkward.
well, that's fine.
He takes this Blessed Alliance.
Yeah, that's fine. We still have the Helix. I mean, if we attacked with Colonnade, he just takes the Lightning Helix, and then we can't kill him.
I feel better if we were killing this Death Shadow right now.
Sure. I mean, I would too, but he has 3 cards, and hopefully one of them is not a removal spell. Man, if we draw Borostorm, that'd be great.
It would be great. I'd be a fan of that.
At one point, I played a Jeskai Charm in this deck because you could put a Goyf on top of their deck in response to their fetch. Oh, yes, please tap out.
Please tap out. Ooh, Fulminator Mage.
That's really bad for us.
That's spicy.
No, yeah, there's no real reason to do that, though, because we're not going to Helix them in response to combat.
Gotta make him think.
I mean, I guess it is a wash, because I would just fetch. Yeah, we probably punted this game, but what are you going to do? They had a really good top deck. They drew, like, a discard spell, which they probably play, like, 37 copies of discard spells.
I think we should have gone for it last turn, man.
I think so, too. I did say that, then I kind of, like, doubled down and said I didn't really care, or we shouldn't. It would look really good if we draw Snapcaster, though. Or Cryptic. Cryptic would be really good, too. That's fine, I guess. I would just pass.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Maybe they can, maybe they'll kill their Liliana to get something back, and then we can logic on it.
I'm gonna get water so you can go ahead and talk. Don't do anything stupid.
I'm not gonna talk.
Okay, don't talk.
No, I'm not. You can't make me. Alright. What you got for us? Nothing? We's at 10. That's a thing. Death Shadow. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright. Can't pay for that. Let's give it Simulating Spirit Guide. Which is possible, I suppose. That would be awkward. Nothing. Alright. We have, at the moment, 2 turns, because we'll go up to 13. Although that actually doesn't do us any good, because it... Yeah, alright, we have 1 more turn. That's unfortunate. I punted, Dan. You missed it.
What'd you do?
Turn off the light.
What?
Oh,
This one? How'd you punt?
I logic nodded to counter a Death Shadow, and the Culligans commanded made me discard our Lightning Helix.
Oh, well done.
Alright.
See, this is why we can't have nice things.
Well, we were dead anyway. Alright, wind it back.
I actually don't like Revelation. Bring in the Cryptic. And then I would shave a remand for the land. I think this is going to be fine. There's an argument to boarding out a couple of lightning bolts, I guess. We'll see if it'll let you do that. Take out both lightning bolts for or the remand in a click. I'm just curious. I mean, click seems really bad against Liliana, but it seems reasonable every other time. I don't know, we'll find out. Yeah, mistakes were made that game. Proof once again why we're not going to be on the Pro Tour anytime soon.
I don't think that was under any doubt.
What?
That we won't be on the Pro Tour.
Sure.
You have to play in tournaments to go on the Pro Tour.
That's a fair assessment.
Some of us work on weekends, son.
Some of us just don't play enough Magic. Some of us don't work on weekends and still don't play Magic on weekends. Some of us have other obligations that they have to do, family and such.
Nah, screw 'em.
Yeah. That's the hope, right? Haha. See what I did there?
Well, yeah, you're clever.
Yeah, I know. Revelation is just so slow in this matchup. So is Keranos. I like both of those cards a lot because they're great in the grindy matchups, but this one typically is not nearly as grindy. And we absolutely should not have lost that game, in my mind.
Probably not, boss.
There's an argument to bring in a negate as well, but
Show you a negate.
I mean, I think Manleak's just better than negate.
We could dispel so we can get their Culligan's commands.
Yeah, I'm not sure that's worth it.
You don't think so?
They normally play like one team or battle rage and like 2 to 3 Culligan's commands, so that's not really enough.
Where's our ceremonious rejections for the Mishra's bubble?
Right? Oh, this hand's gas. I actually adore this hand, and we're going to keep it. We have Redundancy and Snapcaster. We have Colonnade on 1, and any game where you go Colonnade tap to go, if you've played a lot of blue-white, like if you ever played Cobblade era, or you ever played like a blue-white deck in Modern, if you ever get to go Colonnade tap to go, it's just one of the best feelings. Because you're not drawing on turn 2 or 3, so you can actually cast all your spells.
Best feelings, so.
Well, when you're playing this deck, it's one of the best things to do on turn 1. If you can just go Colonnade, go on the play, like you feel really good about your game.
Heard eating cold orange in the shower is supposed to be the best feeling.
I do enough stuff in the cold shower.
A hot shower and a cold orange.
Oh.
It's a thing, I guess. I don't know.
The cold shower hides the tears better.
The kids these days.
I don't get it. They also say dank memes. Hey, look at that. They took the Helix instead of the Path. Not that I'm upset, but that's cute. Oh, they probably they knew. Okay, so that doesn't actually make sense. If they knew we had a Helix on top of our deck, I put the turn. If they knew we had a Helix on top, they knew we had the Helix on top, right? So if they knew we had the Helix, why would they take the Helix? Besides, they're trying to stop themselves from getting burned out. But against us, why would you like maximum burn yourself to get your Death Shadows max? Because like we're going to be doing that for you.
Because they knew they were doing this turn.
Oh, that's also a fair assessment.
Surprise.
But if you're hedging yourself into taking both Lightning Helixes, I feel like
taking the Path and the Snapcaster at this point.
Yeah, that was my point. Which makes me feel worse about losing our last game if our opponent is on this plan. We're not going to die to your burn spells plan. Because it's not like this deck doesn't have more ways to kill you. In fact, we played a really good one on turn 1. A way to kill them.
It does.
Yeah.
It should have last game.
Yeah, well, I
think the last card in their hand was a Fatal Push.
probably. Knowing our luck. Well, now they feel like they can just go for it. Well, they have a Thoughtseize. That's kind of nasty if they have another discard spell.
Yeah, man, where's your Ley Lines of Sanctity?
You.
The Third Inquisition? Man, is this Spain? Ew.
It reminds me of a great movie. It's called History of the World Part 1. The Inquisition. What do you say? The Inquisition. Really? I mean, I feel like you should have taken. Think about it this way. They could have taken. I don't get our opponent. I think that It's hard. It's hard to say that they were wrong. I would get Steve Vents here. I don't think it matters. They play Fulminator. I would just play the Hell Fountain tapped. Like the problem is like they probably have a Thoughtseize or something to take our last card, and like that's fine. And if their hand was just rip 4 cards out of your hand, like that's fantastic for them, I guess. But like if their hand wasn't like 4 discard spells, like taking those 2 helixes seemed really rough. I'd be curious to see what they drew, in what order they drew all those discard spells, or if they just had all 3 in their opener. I know they usually run 4 Inquisition, 4 Thoughtseize, and they usually run some number of Collective Brutality in their 75, so they're usually playing anywhere between 9 and 11 discard spells in their 75, because the goal is to make sure your opponent has no hand. Which is weird, because our deck the goal is to always have cards in their hand.
Yeah.
So they tend to match up well.
Not working out for us this time.
No. But we do have cards like... We have, what? Did we bring out the second Sphinx of Revelation?
You sure did.
Okay. Well, I'm just trying to remember if I did. Because it's good to know what I boarded out. That's one of the... See, in paper... in paper, I can go look at my sideboard and see what I boarded out.
Lingering Souls.
That's fine.
Fascinating.
We brought in Electrolyte, so that feels okay. Oh, the daggers.
Drawing all this land.
To be fair, we drawn a good mix of spells, and actually, no, we haven't. We kept a 4-spell hand, and we've drawn a land every turn.
No, we drew a Lightning Helix.
That's right. We've drawn a Lightning Helix and lands. So, 25 lands. That's 7 lands. So we're going to take another land out of our deck, so that's going to be 8 lands.
We've drawn 1 spell, 3 lands.
Well, I'm trying to do math on how many lands we have left. Like, we're almost out of fetchable lands, too. I almost would have gotten Sacred Foundry there, but I don't think it's important. That's a good one. Now these Living Souls are going to beat the mess out of us for a few turns, and that's fine.
Indeed. That happens.
I'm inclined to counter actual spells, like that one. I would have left red up. Not that it matters.
Was that 5th discard spell?
Yeah.
Ew.
Yeah. Sometimes running good cards is good. Who knows? Who knew?
I really don't want to use this Detention Sphere and 2 Spirit tokens, I'll tell you that much.
I mean, we have Electrolyze in our deck, so we can be priced into making them go a little wide.
Whose thoughts using it from us right now? Called it.
Is that 6 or 7?
That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. His 6th one.
Yeah. It's really hard to win when your opponent, like, almost literally draws every single discard spell in their deck. So our opponent's gone through 16 cards, and they've seen 6 discard spells. That's a decent one. Although now our Colonnades, I would borderline want to... I'd punch them with Colonnade right here. Our clock is faster.
Gonna make us discard this card.
I almost hope they do. Like, in a selfish way, I almost hope that they take our third Lightning Helix. And I hope it's with an Inquisition.
He's leaving back a Spirit to chump block? What a chump.
That means he probably doesn't have a Fatal Push.
One would assume so, Dan.
Well, if they're baiting us into it, I'm inclined to bite, especially if we draw land. Oh, that's fine. How big is it? 4/4?
Mm-hmm.
They're going to go to 7. They're debating whether they want to go to 7 here. So, bear with me on my thought process. Oh, we can't even do that, can we? I was going to say, so...
We can attack and Helix, but...
If we attack and Helix if we attack him...
He jump blocks.
No, I was thinking, like, we can move to attackers, go to attack phase, Helix the Spirit, put him to 3. But that doesn't really change the math. I like attacking with, Colonnade here, because I would then Helix the second Spirit, so we don't die to Death Shadow.
Well, I think we just leave up Helix and then.
No, because you can attack with Colonnade and hold up Helix.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. But I'm saying if we're going to Helix, don't Helix them, because it makes their Death Shadow bigger. No, you need to leave a red source up for that Lightning Helix, sir.
I do. I got there eventually.
Like, if they're gonna jump, I'm okay with that. But one of the things is I feel like they bring in Lingering Souls to play around Blessed Alliance and spot removal. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I'm inclined to just, Helix their spirit in response to combat because their Death Shadow is a 6/6. I'm inclined to take it and make him make the next move. So if he wants to go all in on it, he can. This is promising. What you casting? The Fulminator? Because that's kind of a beating. Oh, does that mean he's not dead, right? We have to draw a lightning bolt to kill him?
Mm-hmm.
That's fine. So here's the question: do we helix them? Or do we helix I think we helix the spirit just to be on the safe side.
Yeah, I mean it's 6.5 dozen of the other.
Yeah, well, I mean, no, it's not because they have a Death Shadow in play. We're at 7.
Well, I mean, this is lethal. It's lethal coming back either way.
Sure.
And any kill spell that kills them except for Electrolyze.
Sure.
Which doesn't kill them anyway.
Yeah, because we won't have the mana because we can't draw land and Electrolyze. Also, we have redraws like Snapcaster and Cryptic, and Path.
So, attack.
I would attack, yes. It'll get the spirit off the table. Now remember, you want to path the Ranger of Eos.
Oh, man, we are really stupid.
Why?
They were dead that turn.
No, they weren't.
Path the spirit, attack with a colonnade.
Oh.
Well, he won't suspect it on his turn, that's for damn sure.
To be fair, this is like the... To be fair, this is the all-star bluff. This is the we're not going to kill you because you're still dead. Yeah, I would path the Death Shadow here. We're not going to kill you because you're already dead. Ha ha ha. I would just type in LOL in the chat. LOL had you dead.
Click too fast, frowny face.
Yeah. They're going to play 2 Death Shadows. Watch their... path your guy. Yeah. Lingering Souls? Because Lingering Souls will punish the crap out of us.
I think their hand is two Death Shadows. Our creature is flying.
Why is he crying?
Because he's a child and he gets scared.
But he's crying for no reason.
Well, that was more interesting than it had to be. Alright, see you next round.